Yeah, it's a little early today since Waffles will be doing his raid later on, so you know, knock it out a little bit early today and tomorrow at least, or the weekends. Oh no, no, not that. And pretty sure I need a lot more skills. Oh, and actually not that much more, realistically. Hmm. What do you know? Oh man, it is getting, like, even over here in the Pacific Northwest, it's not as raining as it used to be. Like, you know, the weather's getting better. So you know what that means? More pollen, which means that's what my hell starts. And it's actually kind of dry outside too. I need to actually put more lotion on or something. It's sad when like it's so dry, then like no, yeah, like moving around, you touch something and then you cut your hand because your hand is dry. So that is the worst. It's almost like a cut that's kind of like a paper cut almost. And then paper cuts are the worst. Because then you don't even realize it later when you touch something and like, it hurts that much more. Later you're like cooking food and so it's, you know, something kind of salty kind of gets into your wound. And end up freaking out like, ah, the pain. Okay, not bad. With his DPS it down. Okay, yeah, I mean, once we figure out the NPCs will tell me. Oh, then when my character was going the correct way. Oh yeah, on other news of Resident Evil, I think Resident Evil, a lot of the games are out on Steam now. So if you like, I'm gonna play some of the older Resident Evil games. I think Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, which I liked a lot. I think a new iteration of that one would be kind of cool. But I have a thing with like, I think just a lot of Japanese games are not very good. Like that kind of like FPS kind of games like that, right? And multiplayer. Like, I don't know why. I'm trying to think of like what's a good FPS multiplayer game that Japan just made straight in Japan by like one of the bigger companies. Like I won't say bigger. Like I know Square Enix tried to do Dirge of the Cerberus. I like the game, but it will their FPS was kind of like eh. Um, yeah, it's actually at least off the top of my head, I can't think of any. I think someone in the comments could probably like let me know. But like, oh yeah, this was a good FPS game made by Japan. I mean, like America has like the FPS game. When you think about FPSs, like, Counter Strike, Call of Duty. Even how they do, it wouldn't be an FPS game. It's an extraction kind of thing. What's the name of that one? Siege. Yeah. I never got into it as the person that was trying to teach me Siege. Like, I think Dan was trying to teach me it, and but like his other crews, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about that teaching that. So the new person, like, yeah, let's just play. I was like, okay. So it's like I wasn't that invested in it. So, which is kind of, to me, I think that's kind of like a silly mentality to have. Or like, even like, let's say when I'm playing like Destiny, yeah, I will teach the new person, because if the new person gets into it, or learns the kind of the ropes and stuff, right, then there's just more people you could do the raid with. But yeah, just some people are, or even when I did the raid before, I think it was Crotus and the new one, right, in Destiny 2. There was a dude that was LARPing as like a military, like an ex-military or something. Like, yeah, well, I don't. So I hope you guys don't like space or safe spaces, because we don't have that here. I'm like, you're a fucking nerd playing a video game. What the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, like that person was trying to be like, oh yeah, my build is like really good, and this other Zeus was like, oh, his build is good. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a very generic build. Like, you could do the same thing, if not better. Like, I mean, Zeus just plays better than him. So I was like, Zeus, what are you talking about? Your playstyle is better than this like goofy ass motherfucker who's like LARPing as like ex-military. Me and you are both ex-military. But yeah, to me, I just thought that was just very, very silly. Like, those people who are like, yeah, I'm so tough and manly. That's why I'm playing Destiny 2. I was like, what the fuck? I'm playing Destiny 2, which is a online kind of shooting, looter shooter game. That's what it's called. Right? Then I'm doing a raid where I have to play with other people. Then I want to act like a tough, manly alpha that doesn't take, like, okay, then why didn't you lead the raid? That the person couldn't. I was like, yeah, explain the mechanics. Like, why isn't everyone on mic? Okay, then you want to lead the raid? Then he just got really cool. They just, no, those kind of people, they don't want to give an answer. They just like, become silent. And then just gonna like, grumble later on. I was like, you're a fucking loser. But yeah, I think everyone has like things like that, right? Has times where like they play a multiplayer game and you're like, okay, everyone just needs to be chill. And you have that one dude who's like, like, oh yeah, I want to be the leader. Then as soon as either they want to be the leader but they can't lead, or what's it? They don't. I guess they're not good at talking with people. Maybe. Yeah, that was weird. Oh shit, pushing the wrong buttons. Kind of reminds me of like in Final Fantasy, where we have the tank, healers, DPS, right? That's your Trinity. As long as like the tank and healer, right? If you're doing whatever raid, if you're doing like alliance raid, just normal raid, as long as they're not crazy, you can pretty much complete it, right? Like it's not, unless you're doing SAF or something like that, right? But like, it's not that bad. It only gets fucking bad when one of those two, like if a DPS starts not going crazy or whatever, you can just kick him. Like a DPS could be replaced. But if like the tank and healer, one of them or both sometimes started doing something that's like, yeah, you're not doing this right. I'm doing more DPS than you as a tank, and it started getting annoying like that. But I was like, hey tank, this other dude, yeah, you're doing more DPS than him or whatever, right? But you pretty much every time like you try to DPS so hard you forget to tank and then you wipe everyone. So, and we're now dying from DPS checks. We're dying from straight mechanics, right? So what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, usually in those instances I'm not the first one to leave. I let the it's a party disband. Like once one person leaves, then that's when I'm like, oh okay, cool, that's my cue to go. Yeah, I'm never the first one to leave in those instances. Yeah, but if one person leaves, that's my cue. Yeah, because usually those kind of like groups like they always like fucking fall apart. Unlike ones that are like I've been in many like I plugged many was it raids where like everyone no one there is really that good, right? And everyone's kind of like oh well, at best like just okay, but like they were just like no a bunch of like a chill group. Like, oh yeah, we're doing, but at least we're learning a little bit as we go on. I'm like okay, those this group they'll make it, right? Because the game is not like super difficult. As long as you just kind of like you stick with it and be like, okay, we're learning a little bit, moving a little bit forward. Hey, well, can we do this, to make it a little bit better? Then you're bound to succeed. Kill those ones. Yeah, that's just a little bit of a when raiding in other games. Yeah, it gets annoying like that. Anyone who's raided and like I haven't really raided in this game, so I'm like, okay, it's just me by myself, so I just use this time just to yap, but like I just know, like I'm not trying to become so try hard, not in this game. Uh oh. Okay, oof. Oh man, they're still going. Would have finished them off. Okay, gotta walk in a little bit. I think we're good now. Yeah, I was getting a little worrisome. Yeah, there's many times as like a tank. The oh, that's another annoying one. I think anyone who's a tank main, they know this feeling. Where like, as someone if you like tanked for quite a bit, right? And you're like, okay, I'm a tank main. You do a dungeon or a raid or whatever, right? Pretty much any content where it has like two, no, is a main tank, off tank, right? Let's say you generally main tank, but no, you're not. Like you're good at it, right? Like you keep the party alive. There's many a times where you go to a group and it's like, okay, do you want to main tank? Do you want to or meet off? That person like, oh yeah, um, I'll like, what's it? I'll main tank, right? Yeah, some of those types, right? So you're like, oh, okay, cool. I'll off tank, and then they are not good at tanking, and no, you try to help them, right? Like, okay, make if something about to kill the group, then you'll like no switch to like no provoke and try to maintain. But then you have that certain people who have like an ego, and they're like, oh, well, why should I take my main tank? I'm like, yeah, you're about to die, bro. Like, I'm trying to like help you out, and then like no, just act up the whole time. Then later on, you get a message from the healers, and they're like, oh yeah, thanks, man, thank God, bro, you saved us. It's like, it's that weird feeling. Or like you have that one group where like, okay, no one like it's oh who wants a main tank? No one says anything. So then you're like, okay, fuck it, main tank. So you want to, or as soon as you start main tanking, everyone like, provoke, provoke, provoke. I'm like, why? Like, I did ask, right? Then people like some of them will get like angry, like, oh man, why this guy just try to take the role of the main tank? I'm like, I didn't want to be the main tank. There was that, or the it's not really too much now, but like back in the day, back in the day, as a when the samurai and red mage first came out, the red mage's burst damage is something that could like just steal aggro from the tank, and even though it was a samurai back then, could do that same too, right? With enough damage, and that's like a proof of honor for us. Like, oh man, yeah, pull the aggro, right? But then we get fucked up immediately. Like, oh, okay, never mind. This wasn't such a good idea. I'm not sure which area do I need to go to. Life skill. Oh yeah, I definitely have to go kill the other boss thing, the mid boss. Yeah, there's many times where I was like, or people try to steal the main tank. Then they steal the main tank, and then they, because in that game you had to do positionals with other DPS classes, and they just kind of like keep on like rotating the boss or in circles. So it's like it's absolute living hell for anyone that any class that has a lot of positionals. Honestly, sometimes it gets so bad. Even like when I play the samurai class, I just don't care about positional. I just do whatever. Let's see which area to go to. I think I'll work a little bit more on in this area. But yeah, that's what happens when you have like a dysfunctional, like, who was it, tank and healer group. Or like sometimes like it'll be like that you have two healers, right? So you're like, okay, and the team is taking like a lot of raid wide damage. You're like, okay, I'm so glad we have two healers because he could just mitigate some of the. I'm like trying to like, no, keep everyone alive, and then you just realize, wait a minute, what the fuck is the healer doing? Either the healer, or sometimes you have crazy ones that be like, I'm trying to have damage numbers. You're the fucking healer. Your job is to heal first, DPS after, right? Or like the one healer's like, I only heal the tank. I was like, bro, it ain't gonna mean shit if everyone, all of the DPS are dead. But yeah, like when I do healing, I just kind of, no, I'm trying to keep everyone alive. I don't really care about my own DPS, right? The only time I do that is like if I'm playing any content that like you have to have meet a DPS check, which I don't really do with a healer. I don't play content that hard content as a healer that needs me to worry about DPS checks. If that's the case, I just generally pick was it tank or DPS. I haven't tanked for a little bit. Nor have I really like any kind of hard content right now in Final Fantasy that requires me to like pay attention a lot. I'm just waiting for like the new trailer for the new expansion and to get me hyped. Then I'll go back to it. But yeah, in that game, I think kind of like the most MMOs, right? Just go in as a DPS. Less headaches. Like no one is like, even I mean I'm not sure about other people. Sometimes they care, but like if I'm like doing a raid, unless there's like a DPS check, if it's like something like no low level raid, I am not paying attention to what the DPSs are doing. Alright, as long as I'm alive, I keep the boss from killing everyone as a tank or as a healer. I literally don't care what a DPS does. So if you want to get into MMO stuff, I think DPS is pretty good. As long as you're not doing like super hard content, then you have to look at the meta and all that kind of annoying stuff. As long as you're not doing that, then just go as a chill DPS and just be that one. I mean, and if you're thinking, oh, do I have to talk to people? Not really. As a DPS, nah. Unless they're expecting your gear and all that, right? If they're doing all of that, right, you're picking very hard content to do. And if they're doing that on like easy content, then just leave that group. Yeah, if someone's like, the stakes are so low and they're going that hard, you're like, hey, bro, I think that person's going to just be extra annoying once the stakes are high. So, yeah, it's like at a certain point where I like, is it worth it kind of thing? It's generally high play. It's always just to get to like, was it, unless you're like, no, you decided, oh yeah, I want to do hardcore raiding and stuff like that, right? Have a static and all that kind of stuff. Just take it chill. Yeah, then you won't get burnt out playing the game and all that. That's why like was some people who play like, let's say gacha games, like, oh I got burnt out. Never happens for me. MMOs sometimes I get burnt out when I'm like just like it feels like I'm playing for the sake of playing and not really like doing anything, whatever. Then I might burn myself out. But usually I try to keep a goal. So like in Final Fantasy 14, I'll be like, okay, I want to try to get all my job classes to the max level. And as long as I have a goal, it doesn't burn me out. I'm like, okay, I just need to do this and it'll be fine. Oh my god, I keep on pressing the wrong button. Me being scattered-brained. But yeah, like for MMOs and stuff, or just any kind of task you have, right? Take it in small bites. Like have you set up a little small little task and just like, okay, I completed this one part, right? And if you don't complete the bigger task, right? Like, okay, I did this one small part, right? The next time, just like, okay, instead of doing one small part, I'll do two. So that's why I try to compartmentalize my tasks. Once I do that, then it's generally, pretty chill. So you can giving life advice and as I yap about Blue Protocol. Not on purpose though. Okay. Let's see. Oh, actually, let's go over here. Yeah, like item was a. I guess people understand. Like that's why I don't do super hard content when I'm just doing the yapping Blue Protocol streams. Because like, why do that and stress myself out? So this is a no was a stress free zone. Yeah. Yeah, we just yap about stuff. Just me yapping about random things. I think I got the first one. I'll try the second one. And then tomorrow I need to make sure I do the last one for the drink section on this. Since there's people over here, hopefully. Oh no. Well, why is that even an option to talk to the person? Just have it where you talk to them and it goes directly into the tag. That's the annoying part of when you try to do the refine or upgrade your stuff. You have to talk to the dude. He takes like a whole like 1 or 2 lines, and then he puts up like the selections of what he could like refining, reforging, dismantling. It's just we know what the hell he's that NPC is for. Right? Everywhere just goes directly to that. And they try to add unnecessary fluff. Unnecessary, I tell you. Mm. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Even if it's 3 people this time, we'll just take it. Oh, and yeah, hopefully it gives me some stuff. Nope, not really. I didn't know I had that much of the Unbound Luna. Okay, we have 10. Okay, see? to the weekends around a little bit earlier is when people are on. That's good. I'm still telling you, I think the Sun Lucky helmet should have been like a free thing that you just get for just like participating in the event. This person has two swords. What the hell? Or two weapons? That's cool. Oh, that's the weapon that the Saiga Zero uses. Are you this person? Oh, he got stuck too. I'm not sure if it already started. Oh, that was inside the place. That did the large AoE. They got one of us already. Okay, good. I thought that guy was gonna find me. Okay. Oh, two of our people got captured. When they do the whole, like, was it automatically changes, that's the one that I have to worry about. I wonder if I could change back into this thing. Oh, you shouldn't be close to me, bro. Siren, oh, that's the worst part. Okay, I can see that person. Oh, they're both over here? Okay. Hopefully they don't see me. Hopefully they don't see me. Hopefully they don't see me. Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. What is a frenzy countdown? I don't know what that one is. Oh, I never actually read what the frenzy countdown is. So it doesn't consume HP when you swing as the Shadow Hunter. I actually did not get caught this time. Look at that. Hell yeah, buddy. I have to give myself pat. That's the longest or the best I ever did. Yeah, I gotta leave with this victory. So if I never do this again, you could be like, oh yeah, he's just a winner. The last one he did, he just won. So okay, that's good. Yeah, you saw my one victory that I got in the tag of this Shangri-La Frontier collab. I'm definitely gonna put that for the title. Something like, I finally won! Tag extraordinaire, something like that. Definitely, I'm gonna brag about it the one time I can. Yeah, had to leave. I don't want to leave on a no, like we usually do, like me losing the whole tag thing. It's an awful feeling. It's like playing a game. Say, hey man, let's just play until we win. 10 hours later on, you're like, why can't I win? Okay, there we go. See, we're leaving on a good note finally. And there's line 9 is a lot of people. Well, I am surprised. Oh no. There we go. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Good enough. And this has been today's the usual stream, usual Blue Protocol stream. We finally won in tag, got an S rank. That's good. Later on tonight, I believe Waffles will be doing his usual World of Warcraft rating. So yeah, look forward to that. We're still kind of like getting the kinks out of the setting up the Noodles avatar. So we'll keep on working on that as well. And with that, everyone, hope you guys have a good weekend and hope you guys take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bros. Peace.